What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me in my second development log. I'm just going to quickly go through my progress for the past week. This week in particular was not the most fun because there's a lot of busy work that had to be done. Like, a lot. But it's for the sake of the project. So hopefully everything from here on out goes a lot smoother and I won't have to do this for a long time. Starting with Tuesday, I was pretty much just working on fixing the spawning system since I broke it a bit earlier and kind of just disabled it, threw it out my head. And here we are again, take two. So it works in the way that it's a proximity spawner. So the further away from, actually, that's not the best way to explain it. The spawner is attached to the player. So wherever the player goes, it will spawn mobs. And all the mobs that are spawned will despawn when they're far away enough. As you can see, it works absolutely perfectly with no flaws, and nothing's wrong with it. Going on to Wednesday, I mainly worked on overall project organization and planning. So I made myself a Trello, added some tasks for the week, maybe the month, maybe the year. Not really sure how I want to structure it, but for now, I'm thinking about just adding smaller tasks on it, because I think for me, that's what is going to work the best. Thursday was a much bigger day. I actually worked on a new game feature, which was my attack. I used the animation that I had made earlier that day, and along with Unity's new input system, which is actually my first time using it, I was able to implement it in the game kind of roughly. It's still definitely not anywhere near where I want it to be, but yeah, I at least get to see how things are potentially going to look in the future. Friday was an extremely fun day. I had the absolute privilege of restructuring and renaming all of my files. Okay, not all of them, but I did rename all my 3D models and all my prefabs, so I could give each of them a naming convention that would help me search for them. So all the prefabs have the underscores that I had for the models removed. And it's actually working really well so far, so I'm very happy with that. Saturday, I continued reorganizing, which took a long time. Like y'all, this probably took 7 hours total. It was a lot. And then at the end of Saturday, I worked on redoing my shader. So before I had all my shader done in code, and I honestly, I changed it for two reasons. One of them is shader graph. It's a lot easier to change once you've made it. And two, for the life of me, I could not figure out why my shader wouldn't load into my build, or even why it wouldn't load it when I loaded Unity. It took 3 minutes for it to show up, which is just annoying, right? And the fact that it didn't show up on my build is potentially game breaking. So I tried a lot of things. I tried making it so Unity had to include it, and I tried putting in my resources folder. Neither worked, and I was happy to do shader graph. That actually ended up leading me to Sunday, which was doing the exact same thing. I tested a lot of stuff on Saturday, and then I tested even more stuff on Sunday, and I finally have what I want to do for my shader. And sadly, I don't have any visible progress for it right now because I restructured it from Saturday. But next week I will, so stay tuned. Thanks for joining me for my second development log. I'm probably going to label this as the first, because the last one I was really just catching you all up, and I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. Thank you. See you later.